Hi everyone, coming to you with a yoga video. I have been a yoga enthusiast for many years at this point, and when I've been telling you in my astrology videos that I'll be gone in October, this is actually what I will be doing. I'll be getting my yoga teacher training all the way in Nepal, and I am filming this before I get the teacher training, so I'm in no way, teacher yet, but I'm planning to be. So I invite you to join me for this video where we do a few stretches. It's going to be a gentle flow, mostly designed to help with lower back pain. I did something to mess up my lower back. So I wanted to film myself stretching and sort of getting back to feeling good. In the future, I'm definitely planning to unite astrology with yoga and perhaps film some videos that are zodiac themed, new moon, full moon themed, and things like that. Okay, so we're going to begin in the child's pose. Getting on your hands and knees, spread your knees a little bit wider than your knees and sink down. Move your hips back and push your arms a little bit forward. I got my hair in my face, but that's all good. Bring your forehead down and take a few deep breaths. Try to sink a little deeper with every out breath. In, out, in, out. Do a few on your own. Slowly lift up, back into on your hands and knees. Make sure that your hands are directly under your shoulders and your hips are directly, your knees are directly under your hips. Okay, so moving into cat and cow rolls, we're gonna take a breath, sink our belly down, look up, breathe out, curl your back, look in for cat. Take another breath, bring your belly down, breathe out, bring it in. And just keep going the same way for 5 breaths. If you are anything like me, you probably spend a lot of time sitting at your desk, looking at your phone. And I think that ends up messing us up so much. We get sort of too tangled up. Our shoulders are pulled back up. Okay, let's transition into a sitting posture. Let's sit cross-legged on our mats. We're gonna do some gentle neck circles. So don't push it, and at no point this practice should feel like you're pushing or you're forcing yourself. If you're in pain, just listen to your body, do as much as your body allows. So start with really gentle, small circles. And you can follow your breath and maybe go down for the portion of the breath in and go up for your breath out. And then reverse it. course, I live and film in New York, and so you're gonna get some New York sounds, courtesy of New York, but hopefully also some birds. Okay, now let's just turn our ear to get close to the shoulder. You can stretch the opposite arm. I am doing my right ear to my right shoulder with left arm outstretched. This is just to accentuate the stretch. Breathe deeply. Breathing is the most important part of yoga. It reminds us to be in the present, to be in our bodies, which is something we don't get to do in our daily life when we're so caught up in everything that's going on. Okay, switch sides. Left ear to the left shoulder, right arm stretched out. A few deep breaths. Okay. Now let's center. Let's pull our shoulders up for a second. Take a deep breath. Bring them down. One more time. Bring them down. And bring them down. And let's sort of reverse it and, move through a shoulder roll. The birds flying around, which is really nice. Okay, and I also like to do the one where I put my palm on the ground and I lift the opposite hand and I twist a little bit. You can turn, you can put both of your arms on the ground, but don't push it. Like I already am feeling this because my back is in pain. So be gentle with yourself. Maybe, lift up on your fingertips if that is better, if it feels better. Okay, let's switch to the other side. Left hand on the ground, right arm up, twisting slightly. And now putting it down, twisting a little bit more. Couple of breaths here. And back to center. Okay, let's take another child's pose. This time we can put our knees together, sink our hips down, spread, bring our arms forward, and sink our heads. If you prefer, if you really enjoyed this version with your knees spread, definitely do that because that might be comfortable for certain people with certain type of pain. Just listen to your body. That's always the most important thing. Your body is unique and you're the one hearing the voice of it. Okay, lift back up. Bring your knees under your hips and walk your hands a little bit forward. So curl your toes and lift your hips up for downward facing dog. You can bend your knees here a little bit. My back is definitely already screaming at me. I don't know what I did to it. Hopefully this practice helps. But, do sort of things that are comfortable. Walk your feet a little bit. Take small steps. Bend your knees. Also, don't try to get yourself in the perfect posture. This is a gentle, stretchy, yummy practice that is supposed to help with lower back pain, not necessarily get you super strong, but one doesn't exclude the other. Okay, now let's take small steps forward and end up in the forward fold. Once again, keep your knees bent. You can spread the feet a little bit further, and just a gentle ragdoll while I get rid of some of the hair poking through. This mat is very new, and you can tell because it keeps rolling. Okay, so a couple of breaths here.
feel like every time you breathe out, your body perhaps sinks a little deeper, relaxes a little bit more, tension seeps away. Let's do a half lift with your hands on your shins and back to the forward fold. Let's step back into the downward facing dog. Bring your knees to the ground and sink all the way down.
This is the one where you want to really pay attention to your body and do what feels good. Do not force, do not crank yourself up. But like I find this sort of really gentle lift up, you know, lifting your neck, sort of curling your spine a little bit. I really find it helpful and quite nice. If you feel quite flexible, you can lift up even more, putting your palms on and lifting. It feels good for me. I don't know. Once again, listen to your body. Do not force anything. Okay, and gently bring yourself down. Okay, another child's pose, just because I'm a fan.
I love this pose because it feels like I am hiding in a little cave of self acceptance and care and tenderness and love. And it feels nice and warm in here, and my voice sort of echoes really beautifully. And take this time to connect with yourself and to tell yourself something nice. And if you don't know what to say, you can just say, I love you.
It is important to remind yourself that you love yourself. Okay, we're going to transition on our backs. Whichever way brings you there is good. Just move slowly. There's no need to rush. Okay. Bring your feet up, rather, bring your feet closer to your butt and do a little pelvic tilts, just like very gentle. You don't need to actually like lift up your hips, just very slight pelvic tilts. This feels really good. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. With your next breath, bring your knees into your chest. Stay here for a second. And with the next breath, you can gently roll your knees, maybe spread them apart, bring them back together. Take a breath and just keep rolling. Breathe out, breathe in. And then let's change directions. Breathe out, separate them. Breathe in, bring them back. We can also just sort of gently circle the hips one way and now the other. You can guide your legs with your arms, but once again, no sort of cranking, nothing crazy like that. Okay, let's do some twists. So bring your feet back on the ground, tilt your hips to the right, and then lift your legs up again and take them to the left. You can stretch your right arm ahead and turn to look at it. We're going to be here for 5 breaths, so Take time to sink into the sensations. Feel your body breathing in and out. Good job. Come up gently, and let's do this on the other side. So take a second to bump your hips to the left, lift them up, and bring them to the right side, bringing your arm to the left and looking at your left arm if that feels comfortable. Close your eyes, connect with the space around you. Listen to your breath. And you can bring yourself back. Let's do a full body stretch. Let's just stretch our legs, stretch our arms, and do a really nice good morning, hello world, I have arrived stretch. I also like doing sort of a half moon stretch here where you put your, let's take our legs a little bit to the left and move our body a little bit to the left. And take a couple of breaths here. And switch sides, legs to the right, body to the right. I swear to God, I don't know what I did to my back. And considering I'm about to go do this yoga teacher training, I really hope it gets better soon. Okay, back to center. Turn to one side, any side, and gently push yourself up. I think I want to do another child's pose just because it feels so good. So get back on your hands and knees, spread your legs apart, make sure your big toes are touching. I don't think I mentioned them before, but hey, we're learning together. And let's do a twist as well. Let's put our left hand down and take our right arm to the side and then thread it through. You can take your left arm forward a little bit. You can take it behind your back and do a bend. Whatever feels comfortable is right for you right now. Lift up and switch arms. Put your right arm in the middle, lift your left arm and thread it through. Take whichever option you did on the other side, or if you want to experiment, do so. There are no wrong choices. Everything that your body does is beautiful and means you're alive. Even your pain means you're alive, so we wouldn't have it any other way. Okay, now lift up and let's sink into that final child's pose. Yay! Remember to breathe. Pay attention to how your belly expands with the breath in and how your hips sink a little bit deeper, your body relaxes with the breath out. Breathe in through your nose.
Breathe out through your mouth. This pose is also beautiful because so much of our bodies touch the ground and we feel it helps us feel supported and cared for and connected to the earth underneath us. Lift up, bring your knees down, and let's get into the cross-legged seat. Take whatever motions, whatever movements feel right here. You can, turn your head a little bit, roll your shoulders, getting ready for the day to start. And thank you for joining me in this first ever Anastasia Does Astrology, Does Yoga, taking on yoga. I am excited for what's coming up. I'm excited to incorporate more yoga, to learn about the philosophy of it. I've always been fascinated with Buddhism. And I think living in New York, living in this busy city where everyone is just go, 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 running my business, it's so crucial to take these times for myself. And it always starts like that, right? Like it starts by, at least for me, it starts by me figuring out what I need to help myself feel better. And then I am really happy to take you on this journey with me. So expect more content, more yoga content. If you have any ideas about zodiac yoga, please share them down below. Share anything you'd like. I hope this practice helped you, at the very least, helped you connect with yourself and breathe and relax a little bit. Thank you for being here. One breath. Bow our heads. Namaste.